If you're worried about inheritance tax, a lot of people are. As we said before, many of those don't need to worry, but still do. If you are worried that thousands and thousands or maybe hundreds of thousands is going to go in tax to HMRC rather than to your kids, your family, what can you do about it? Not that many decent options these days. Number one, you can give it away while you're still alive, live for 7 years, either directly to the family or via a trust. All very well. What happens if you need the money or if you don't live for 7 years? Number two, you can invest in schemes which qualify for what's called business property relief. Usually that means going high risk because they don't give you a tax break. The idea is that it supports smaller companies or it's your own business and you want to pass that on. Not suitable for everyone because it's high risk. And if you've got a lot of money, it might be a small proportion of your assets. If you haven't got that much, but you've still got an IHT problem, for a lot of people, the house is the starting point for that. Probably not suitable. What's left? Well, you probably know what I'm going to say. And that's life insurance, which is a whole of life policy. It pays out when you die or when you've both died and inheritance tax becomes payable. It puts an amount of money outside of your estate into trust very straightforwardly. You pay the premiums for as long as you live, hopefully a long time. And when you go, money goes into the trust. It's almost always less than you've paid in because that's the way life insurance works. And that means that you can be sure the funds are still going to be there if you need to pay for the C word, care fees, which is something an awful lot of people worry about, or if you want to go and spend the money. Very succinct and lovely phrase that I heard is that life assurance, whole of life assurance, protects the assets that you will live in, that's your house, or live off until you die. And well, it's often not as expensive, or at least as difficult to afford as you might think.